Well, good day, model railroaders. How are things going? That's hopefully a good thing. Okay, today's project isn't going to be a today's project. It's probably going to be a long project, so it's probably not going to be a very short video. One of the things that this is just one of those temporary layouts, and just trying different things with it. So that's the river that we just did, and a bit of the pond or lake or whatever you want to call it. So the next thing is to blend everything all together. I got the incline there, and I'm going to use some plaster cloth on it and cover up some of the foam and blend in everything from the banks to the top of the rails. So that is the project that I have on the go now. The reason why I say this is a temporary project or a temporary layout is right over there you can kind of see it. There's a hole in my wall, goes outside. Yeah, that's going to be my new basement. So they're just in the process of putting the forms and stuff up, and that's going to be about 18 by 20 out there. So that'll be the permanent layout eventually. This, like I said, is just a layout for trial and error, and so on and so forth. The other view was from the other side of the layout, so I thought I'd come over here and show you guys this side too. You can see where I put some spray foam and stuff. I'm going to cut a lot of that out, cover it with the plaster cloth. And this is just so we can get the river all blended in, but I'll probably put the plaster cloth on both sides. And there's more of the foam of what we're going to do. That over there has already got some plaster on it, but it's really starting to crack up quite a bit. But we'll see what we can do with it. More foam. And over there, that's the tunnel, aka overpass. So let's get some things ready, set up, and get this project on the go. Okay guys, as you can see, I've started by ripping up my track because I'm not going to get any of the plaster cloth over top of that. Plus I want to get it underneath the railroad itself, just so it goes from one side of the foam here up and over and back down the other side. So hopefully killing two birds with one stone. Okay, so I got all the track all ripped up. I got some of the stuff I'm going to need. At least I think that's all I'm going to need. Got the plaster cloth. If you remember in a couple other videos I did, bought 2 rolls, the big rolls, $30 each. So there's, I think, half a roll there, and I got another roll sitting under there. A pair of scissors, a couple cans of beer to celebrate after I'm done. Oh, sorry, that's up in the fridge. Okay, and then we got just a normal, I guess, a painter's trough. So we're going to put the water in that, and that's what we're going to dip the plaster cloth in, roll it. And then my trusty Dr. Pepper. That looks a lot like water. What we're going to do is I'm going to start, you can see over there, the foam. See if I can get in just a little bit. But the foam goes right up and over top of the tracks, and I'm going to cut a bunch of that down, make it parallel with the tracks itself. So I keep going around, it goes up, it goes over, and same with over here. I'm going to cut a lot of that down, smooth some of it out. I'm going to try to get the plaster cloth to go right inside some of the foam spots to make it look a lot rougher. And hopefully when we're done, it'll melt in to the riverbank itself, and we'll get all that done up. So I'm gonna not bore you too much, but I'm gonna take out the plaster cloth. I'm gonna cut a bunch of pieces up after I take some measurements, and then I will show you guys how we're gonna do this. Alright, see you guys in, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Okay, and just to show you guys the plaster cloth, like I said, it comes in a big roll. I've got quite a bit of this cut up already, but this is how easy it is. You just pick the amount that you want to use, and then just cut it with a pair of scissors. It's that simple. And this is why I like to use this little beer box thing. Any kind of cardboard box will work, but when you're rolling it, it just hits the edge there. And keeps all the plaster dust inside there too. Like I said, any size that you want. Yeah, get that one cut down too. Well, too big for what I gotta do, or want to do, or whatever we're gonna say. Yeah, cut that one in half. Okay. Now, they say on the plaster cloth there's a rough side and a smooth side. So I'm going to say the inside of the roll, because it was rolled up like this. Just feel that it's a lot rougher. That's the side that the plaster is actually on, and the screening or the mesh is on the back side. So when I cut it all, I leave it so the rough part's up. Okay guys, I'll see you again in a couple minutes.